It's me, Zenobia, darling. You're listening to hashtag Rockstar Life, the Coffee Break podcast. Let's go. Where the hell's my cold brew at?
Ooh, what's up, guys? It's me, Zenobia, darling. I'm coming at you today. It is currently 11:37 p.m. on a Thursday night. This will come out next Thursday, so I am speaking to you from the past, I guess. But it has been a wild week. It has been a wild week personally. It's been a wild week in pop culture. And I figured for this espresso shot episode, I would dive into everything that is Lady Gaga's Chromatica ball. It is so, I don't know, it came out on HBO. I watched it this weekend. I took an edible and I watched it in my bedroom, cinema style. And I got a new sound bar that really like amplifies the music and really gives you that like surround sound movies, like movie quality like experience laying in bed. It's the best thing in the world. And I watched it and I said, oh my God, I have to talk about this. So let's get into Lady Gaga's Chromatica ball. But before we do, I just got a bitch. Can I bitch? I got a bitch. I got a bitch. Because last night here in Maryland, I swear to God, the storm that we had, the clouds opened up, it rained. My fucking street looked like a river. My little Civic was like a yacht. It didn't go anywhere. I mean, it didn't. It's not that bad flooding, but oh my God. And then, so I work for a college in Baltimore, and I swear, and there was actually like a funnel cloud spotted over where my office is in Essex, Maryland, and I swear to God, they were called, the freaking emergency alert system was calling me every 3 minutes to tell, take warning. Then I got freaking the Harford County people. It used to be a dude named Rick Ayers. Now it's an automated thing that's a woman. And the thing that makes me mad is it doesn't have a Baltimore or a Harford County accent, which, you know, if you're gonna alert me to storms, give it an accent, give it some fun. But I swear to God, like for like 3 hours yesterday, every few minutes, it's ringing my phone. Someone calling. I don't talk on the damn phone. I'm not answering the damn phone, so I had to mute it. And then it was thundering, it was lightning, it was raining cats and bananas. It was wild, and I'm just like, okay, can we give it a rest with some of these emergency alerts? Like, it's a little nuts. And then I was watching the local news, which is one of my favorite things to do. Low key, local news is. It can go one of two ways. It can be really good, and it can be a hot fucking mess. And I was watching one of the local Baltimore stations, and they had a meteorologist who was, I don't know if he's not, I don't think he's from here, because he has that very, like, newscaster out, like, accent, and, like, he didn't know where shit was, and he kept saying shit like the Harford County Airport near the bay. Where the fuck is there a Harford County Airport near the bay? I mean, are you talking about like the landing strip at APG? Because that's not the Harford County Airport. You're talking about the Harford County Air Park that's like in Aldino, like in like Churchville, Maryland? Are you talking about the little landing strip thing they have in Fallston? It's not Martin State Airport, because that's down in Essex, because you were zoomed in on Aberdeen and Havre de Grace, because there was apparently like a funnel cloud coming through. It was a hot fucking mess, and I love it because you can tell like the anchors are doing extra duty, and it was and there was technical issues. He was getting everything freaking wrong. Ugh, I loved it. That's the one thing I love about severe weather is just turning on the local news and just watching it be a shit show. So I don't know. And then also, hold on, let me open my drink. I'm drinking a Wegmans brand passion fruit sparkling. What is it? A sparkling water. Because God knows I'm not having coffee this time of night. Because after this, I'm taking a damn Tylenol PM because I just hit the gym and I'm sore and I'm sleeping. I'm turning my phone off and I'm sleeping for like 12 hours. So I got shit to do tomorrow. It's first Friday here in Havre de Grace. I'm painting at an art party. By the time this comes out, it already passed. So, oh well, you missed it. But I'm doing the art party at Harmerstown here in Havre de Grace. I'm going to be painting. I'm working on a new series for my fine art. I have something in the works for possibly my first solo art exhibition, and I'm starting to really work on a series that is going to be fucking amazing. And it's all, I don't know, if it's way up my alley. It's one of my favorite things. So I was at the gym and I got a Google alert. I mean, I went to the gym. It was like, I went to the gym at like 9:30 with Josh Ashton, who had just recently been on the podcast in the episode that came out today. We kind of work out together. And you know, I love fitness. I love working out, and I'm training to be a bodybuilder. And I have to say, I'm getting pretty fucking buff. It's amazing. And I was looking, and I had my phone, like, I had the notifications off, but I was checking. Oh God, there I am burping. So I had my phone off and my notifications off. So I turned them on, and I get a notification that the new season of Real Housewives of Orange County, the fucking trailer dropped. So I figured, before we dig into Lady Gaga's Chromatica ball, which I fucking like is just will make me queen the fuck out, like the gay little monster I am. I figured I haven't seen the trailer yet. Let's just play it, and I'll react to it live. I figured those things are fun, so let's do this. Where is it? Real Housewives of Orange County season. Wait, what season is this? Season 18. Season 8. God, I love Real Housewives of Orange County. New York City is what got me into, but then after I got into New York City, I went back and rewatched all of OC, and early OC is really good, especially when it's like Gretchen, Tamara, Vicky, Lynn Curtin. I fucking love Lynn Curtin. That Gina girl, not the New York Gina, the Gina who was a Playboy bunny. I remember the Gina girl had like sons who were in like the minor league baseball, and they just were fucking douchebags and assholes to her, which really pissed me off. But oh my God. And then fucking Lynn Curtin. Can we bring Lynn Curtin back? And then fucking Gretchen. I will say, I'm happy. I want Gretchen to come back for like a dinner or two. Like, I don't want her back as a full-time housewife, but I definitely want Gretchen back in some capacity. Maybe a friend of, maybe like, oh, hey, we're having a dinner party. There's Gretchen. Just kind of enough to check in to say, hey, but I don't know if she wants to be a full-time housewife. She was on the Ultimate Girls Trip in Morocco that Bravo and Peacock shelved because of the alleged sexual assault that Brandy did to Caroline Manzo, which I'm not even going to get into. I'm not going to get sued if I talk about that. I don't know. I don't want to speculate anything. I don't want to shit talk anybody. I don't want to downgrade, because sexual assault is a very serious thing. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't think we'll ever see it. I know Camille Grammer is out there tweeting up a storm that we should be seeing it. Brandy's out there tweeting. Caroline Manzo's been radio silent, but conveniently she gives out narratives to, like, I don't know, the Bergen County newspaper or something in New Jersey or some probably the damn newspaper that Jackie Goldschneider writes for, wrote that shitty article about Jennifer Aydin's parenting style. So you never know. You never know. But it's like, you know, I want to say, because you had Vicky, you had Phaedra, you had Gretchen, you had Tamra, you had Brandy, you had Eva, you had fucking Alex McCord. I think it would have been a good Ultimate Girls Trip, and I wish they would just fucking play it. I really do. I wish they would just drop the lawsuit and just play it. And I feel like we would I don't know. Like, and it also depends on how they edit it and whatnot. They could edit that part out. I mean, but I don't think they would, because that was the main drama. And I mean, fucking Caroline left early. So, I mean, it definitely is going to have to play out. And fucking, it's Brandy Glanville. Like, I mean, really, I mean, producers knew what they were doing, and they knew to give her a little bit of alcohol and watch the wind-up monkey go, as I always say, because she's a good reality star, and producers know, give her alcohol, and I mean, she's the show monkey, and she'll deliver good reality television. She did it on Ultimate Girls Trip, she did it on Big Brother, she did it on all that stuff. But okay, so let's get into the. What is the description? It's on the Bravo YouTube channel. Sneak peek, your first look at the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 18. Let's go.
Housewives and Vicky.
Wait, who is that? Who is that?
Welcome, Housewives and Vicky.
Oh, is that fucking what's her face from Beverly Hills? Teddy, get the fuck. I don't even want to watch this now. I don't. I fucking hate Teddy. Get that bitch off my screen. And she's being shady to Vicky. I do appreciate that though. But fuck, why the fuck is she on my screen? She's not a housewife anymore. Okay, she does one little podcast with fucking Tamra, and why is she popping up on the Orange County trailer? Like, fuck off.
Let the game begin.
What's it?
Welcome, Housewives and Vicky. That's rude. Bitch. Let the game.
I'm glad Vicky said she's a fucking bitch because she is.
She's not my real friend. You're a wackadoodle. I have your ex-boyfriend. There's the door, Shannon Bedore.
Wait, I forgot about this. I forgot Jesus Jugs comes back because Jesus Jugs is dating John Jansen, who used to date freaking Shannon. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be good. Bye. That's fucking Tamara in that new one. Okay, so right there we have Shannon and we have what's her face, Emily doing a fucking ice bath. I'm so sick of that dumb California bullshit on Bravo. We had Tom Sandoval and freaking Billy Lee, who, side note, they're feuding now. Just look into it. But I'm so sick of these ice baths. I'm so sick of this new age California bullshit happening. Like, I don't want to see people dip in like 30-degree water. Like, I'm sure it has health benefits. Like, I'm good. I don't want to see it anymore. And of course, Shannon would be the type that would do that shit. I mean, I will never forget her on the early season, her first season, saying how she has multiple air filtrations for her house. Like, girl, come on. I mean, they do live in California, so I do get why you need the air quality, but still, like, girl, I'm done with it. Oh, they go to Big Bear. They go to Sedona. They go to Palm Springs. They go to London. I don't give a fuck. Oh, there's a spot tea. Oh, fuck off. So we're getting the hijinks.
This is Katie. Katie, good.
New housewife. I don't know her yet.
Have you met Heather? Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We got what's-her-face from Beverly Hills. We got Sutton. What the hell? We got Teddy and we got Sutton. I mean, can we get Lisa Rinna? I would like Lisa Rinna because Lisa Rinna and Heather know each other.
Turn around and went like this. I wouldn't go up against Heather. You lied. Stop saying the word lie. I can see straight through her.
Oh, and she's coming for Heather. Oh, I love it already.
Lost weight, but Heather looks at me as just like the big girl.
Is this going to be another Heather takedown season? Oh, God. I'm bored.
Sorry that I disappointed you. Shannon is not taking accountability for what she did. Belvedere soda with a lemon.
Wait a minute. We all saw the video of her getting arrested for the DUI and her slamming her Lexus into that stoop in Newport Beach in Orange County. Like, we all saw that, and we're gonna see the fallout of it. And that bitch is still ordering Belvedere and soda. She got good taste of vodka, though, I will say.
Into a house drunk.
Good, Tamara's calling her out. DUIs and drinking and driving is no joke. Like, don't do that
She wants
shit.
to go toe to toe. I'm ready. The ring Johnny got me. It is just a sign of.
Oh, God, there's Jesus Jugs. Alexis Bellino. I hope we get Alexis Couture. Or no, Alexis Christine Couture, whatever the fuck it was called. No. Gretchen's stuff was Gretchen Christine. Hers was Alexis Couture.
Betrayed by you. You're mad at me. She's mad at me. Travis is mad at me. Everybody's mad at me.
Oh, Gina's showing some New Yorker. I appreciate that. This new girl, apparently something breaks with her husband and some gambling debts. And some shady shit that the FBI comes in and raid their house or something. Google it.
They smear you because that's God's plan.
Oh, God, it's God's plan. Fuck off. You do shady shit, and then they always turn to God over it.
No idea. We never want to take someone down like this. That's true. That's extortion. Freaking blackmail. What happened? I'm telling you, it will ruin her life. This is too much for someone to deal with. Way too much. He's a monster. She's such a piece of shit. It's literally like sitting at a table with a
God, Shannon's going through it. Yay.
The truth will come out. This is icky. This is not the way we treat women. We don't.
Vicky being a mess.
That's not who we are. This is who we are.
Oh. What is it? July 11th. I will be watching. I'm excited. That was a good trailer. Not excited the first thing you see is Teddy Mellencamp. That kind of pissed me off, but this is going to be a good season. Andy Cohen said on his show that it reminds him of like old school Housewives, like, which I'm excited for. And I like that there seems to be like they're kind of pulling from like the past OC family, if that makes sense. Like, you remember on soap operas, like they bring characters back and stuff. I like that they're doing that. We're getting Vicky. We're getting Alexis. You know, I like the Beverly Hills crossover. I hope we see Taylor. I hope Taylor, I mean, they didn't say she was coming back as a friend of, but I do hope she comes back. I mean, I think that would be very exciting because God knows she drinks and is messy as fuck. Yeah, but we see Teddy. We see freaking Sutton. It should be a good season. I'm excited. All right, so with that, before we get into Lady Gaga, I'm putting the ad break in here, so enjoy. All right, ad break. I gotta pay for all this damn coffee I'm drinking and tea I'm spilling. It's me, Zenobia, darling. So, as many of you know, I'm more than just a podcaster, stand-up comic, and drag queen. I'm also a very accomplished painter and photographer, and you can check it all out on ZenobiaDarlingCreative.com. I have an art blog on there sponsored by the Harford County Cultural Arts Board, and just all my paintings, photography. You get podcast stuff. I have an art film that premiered in September that you can buy on there too. So make sure you check it out. It supports me, supports the podcast. All right, so let's get back to the podcast. Ooh, and we're back from the ad break. All right, guys. So flash forwarding, it is Saturday, so this will come out on Thursday. So Thursday night when I was recording the Orange County trailer thing, I went to go in to talk about Chromatica, and my fucking iPad deleted my notes. So I just said, fuck it. I took an edible, or bedtime Betty's edible, and I went to bed. And then I had a bunch of stuff to do Friday, so it was like a packed day. I attended the art party at Harmerstown in downtown Havre de Grace for First Friday, and I painted with like Liz Lawson, Brian Wassel. Just Jennifer Hampton was there. A lot of really cool artists that I'm friends with. We were all there painting and kind of doing our First Friday thing and for an art party for First Friday. So it was a lot of fun. So now I'm outside of DC at my sister's house, just having some fun. And I want to finish this frickin' Lady Gaga Chromatica Ball episode because I fucking love Lady Gaga. I love Chromatica. I love the Chromatica Ball. Lady Gaga's like my number one. So let's get really into Lady Gaga's Chromatica Ball, the art film that premiered on HBO. It premiered May 25th, 2014. So my birthday's May 30th. So, you know, happy birthday to me from Mother Monster. I'm very happy about that. But yeah, so I watched it live. It was I remember the night it came out, I watched it, and then I watched it again on my birthday because it's that good, and like I fucking love it. So, the Chromatica Ball, it was filmed 2 years ago. It was filmed on September 10th, 2022. So 2 years ago, and during that summer, Lady Gaga was on tour. She was in Europe. She did a show in Tokyo. She did a show in, I don't know if she was in South America. I don't remember. She was all over North America. And I saw it at the DC show. I saw the Hershey show. I saw the Newark, New Jersey show. So, and a few others. But like, I fucking love Lady Gaga. She's the fucking best. And the Chromatica Ball, I remember watching it and I was like, she's kind of harping back to like Mother Monster, and she's harping back to the Monster Ball and like the Born This Way Ball, which are two of my favorites. So give you some backstory on my concert viewing relationship with Lady Gaga, because I've seen her live in concert more than I think anybody. I mean, I've seen Madonna a lot. I've seen Kesha a lot. I've seen Britney Spears a lot. And I've seen like one-off bands from here and there. And, you know, the only music I don't really like is country music. You know, I've seen Nicki a few times. And I believe Nicki opened for Britney one time. So that was kind of a 2-for-1. But with Lady Gaga, I mean, I've seen every single tour she's ever put out. Like, definitely the Joanne Ball is probably I still love it. I mean, I still love seeing Lady Gaga, but that's probably my least favorite Lady Gaga concert. My favorite Monster Ball Gaga. I mean, that show. And the ironic part was, it was September 10th, 2011 was when I saw the Monster Ball. That was like, so that was like the first time I saw Lady Gaga. I mean, I didn't see the Fame Ball. I will say that. I saw videos of it, but I didn't see the Fame Ball, but I knew who she was and I wanted to go. But that was the first time I saw her. It was a DC show. And I remember it was the one where she stopped in the middle of Monster because there was a fight in the Monster Pit. She was like, stop the music. Why are we fighting on my... And she like... Because like Gaga's not... You're not fighting on her fucking show. It's not like one of those like ridiculous punk shows. I mean, I do love the punk shows, but it's not like one of those shows. So... But I remember that, and I think it's kind of ironic that she filmed this show that on that same date of the Chromatica Ball. So that summer she was on tour, and I don't know. I remember queening out, and let's see what. Oh, we were talking about the Lady Gaga concert. So the Monster Ball is probably my fave. The Born This Way Ball, hands down, top notch. I actually really liked Art Rave. I saw it in Atlantic City. I saw it in DC. The art rave was good. Joanne was good. Probably another one of my favorites was her Las Vegas Enigma residency. So I've seen both the jazz and piano show, and I've seen her Enigma show, which is like her pop show. The Enigma show fucking slays. Like this is the thing I love about Lady Gaga is she's a theater kid. I mean, she went to Tisch school for theater. Like she didn't graduate, but I know she went there, and she's a fucking theater kid, and she brings in high theater art into her concerts. And for someone like me who I'm a theater. I mean, I have a bachelor degree in theater from Towson University. So it's like I'm a theater kid through and through. I love theater. I love high theater, and I love pop star theater because there's also a lot of drag theatrics that go into it. And Lady Gaga, I mean, her real name is Stephanie Germanata. Her drag name is Lady Gaga, and she's playing a drag pop star. And I always love it when Gaga, I can always tell when she's putting on Lady Gaga drag because she's not always Lady Gaga, but when she does it, I llove it. And she fucking was Lady Gaga on this, and it was amazing. I remember the Joanne ball. It was okay. I mean, it still was good. I like Joanne. I like hyper pop EDM Gaga, and there wasn't a lot of that on Joanne's, it's okay. I mean, there's still some bangers in there. I mean, what is it? Angel Down's a good song. She actually performed Angel Down during the Chromatica ball. It's a good one. Perfect Illusion's a good one. I've actually performed to that song live in drag. That was pretty fucking cool. Let's see, what else? I don't know. John Wayne's a good one. That's a good fuck song. And then I remember during the Joanne Ball, I was appreciative because she performed Scheiße, like Schieb or whatever it's called, that like German song where she's like, I wish I could dance on a single, that song, like that like German EDM industrial, like house, like throbbing dance beat. And it's like all about like woman empowerment and how like you can be a female or you can be a feminist without all the bullshit. That is like, she did that song live. And I remember that was when I queened the fuck out because that is like my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs is that one. And most of my favorite songs for Lady Gaga, and I'll get into this when I talk about the set list, but I don't really like her number one hits. I like the B-sides, and my favorite B-sides from her are from the Born This Way album. I love Schieb, Government Hooker, Heavy Metal Lover, Bad Kids. I even Bad Romance doesn't do it for me. Born This Way, not my fave. But and I love it that she's not afraid to bring in those songs, those non-singled bangers, the B-side bangers, into her shows because she knows that like diehard Little Monsters love those songs and they want to perform to them and dance to them and be like drunk Little Monsters. I mean, half of it's gays, so us gays are having fun. But it was just a really good. I don't know. I just remember the Chromatica ball and it was so good. I remember when Chromatica came out because it was during the height of the pandemic. It was May 2020. So we're all stuck at home with, Miss Corona causing her bullshit. And then we had like the never ending parade of stupidity and ridiculousness out of the White House too. And just like, just watching the destruction of our government and society. And I remember that was happening and Gaga put it out. And I remember that night it came out. I remember I was like, because every time Gaga comes out with a new album, I always pick a night where I don't have anything to do next day, and I put it on my stereo, and I blast it in my art studio, and I turn my light projectors on, my rave light projectors. I normally smoke some type of weed. I think I might have did some some Molly that night. I don't remember, but I definitely was smoking a blunt, and I turn it on, and I just hit play, and I listen to the whole thing straight through. I don't skip. Because I want to hear the full impact. And I'm also taking in the visuals of the album. Because Gaga puts in a lot of like really high pop art, some high fashion, editorialized photography and artwork into like her branding and her visuals for each era. And I was taking it in. And I remember listening to it and I was like, this is fucking good. And Chromatica is like, so she had Joanne come out and then she did A Star Is Born. And the chronology of Lady Gaga. So it was, I'm trying to think, it was Fame Monster, Born This Way, Joanne, A Star Is Born, and then Chromatica. So I was kind of like, okay, like, I remember her teasing that she said something like, I want you gays to dance. Like, we're returning back to like dance pop music. And I was like, oh, what has she got in store for us? I turned it on, and the first time I heard the Act 1 interlude that goes right into Alice, oh, I died. I fucking died. I was like, this is amazing. Because, like, one of my favorite Gaga songs is Dance in the Dark. It's what she started the Monster Ball with. And Dance in the Dark, it just has that, like, sick, that EDM hyperpop beat, that, like, pulsating, like, bum, bum, baby loves to dance. That song, oh my God, I'm like queening out. But it reminded me back to that. And then I was listening to like Alice, like, my name isn't Alice, but I'll keep looking for Wonderland. Take me home, take me to Wonderland. I was like, wait a minute, this is fucking good. And then it went to Stupid Love. Again, Stupid Love's not my fave. And then it went into fucking Enigma, Replay, Sign from Above, 911, with that interchange with the interlude to Act 2, like into 911, fucking amazing. And then I remember, so like there was a few ones where I was like, not like Fun Tonight's not my fave. I fucking love Free Woman. I just remember being up there and I started like dancing and I was like, oh yeah, this is like old Gaga. Like this is, oh yeah, she's doing it. And I remember having like a rave, like, an art rave in my art studio to Chromatica when it came out. And oh my God, I'm like queening out. Like, I pay attention, Zenobia. Like, I'm telling you, Gaga makes me queen the fuck out, and it's the best part ever. So, I remember that album came out, and then I remember listening to 1,000 Doves, and I was like, wait a minute, this is like a dark song. I was like, this is a sad song. But I was like, it's got that like beat. And I remember that was like my number. 1,000 Doves is by far probably one of my favorite Gaga songs because I love it because she wrote it as a ballad, but they sped it up as a dance beat. And I remember like dancing to it and I was like, okay, I need to note this song. There's something to it. So then roll around a year, January 2021, I got through Towson. I performed at the Kennedy Center Collegiate Theater Festival. I performed it in January 2020 and what I did like a Good Charlotte song. Like I was like punk, like messy, like punk blonde slut doing Good Charlotte. And I came in I came in like third or second place, I forget. But I mean, it was a good exposure. So then the second time in January 2020, it was all, it was because of COVID, it was, like virtual. So we had to do stuff. And I remember listening, I was like, I'm going to do 1,000 Doves by Lady Gaga. Like that song really speaks to me. That song really, like, it does something. So I rehearsed it. It was Washington Heights' virtual drag show, Wind Down Wednesdays, that she did on Facebook. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to workshop this performance in that. So yeah, I think you can find it on my YouTube. I'm not going to link it, but it's my YouTube, like, you can find it. It's the 1,000 Doves performance. And like, I workshopped it in my art studio living room. And I just pressed play and I listened to the song and I was like, okay, like, let's do this. And I killed it. I put in a little bit of stuff, and I was purposely dancing stiff, like, because I'm very stiff in this and in the dancing of it. I purposely did that because I wanted to, because Chromatica, like the album, like Gaga was in a very dark place, but she was writing pop songs, so like at the surface, it has this like fun dance, like bubblegum pop, like Eurodance, like just like, I don't know, music. Like, you were kind of like, wait. Then you listen to the lyrics, and you're like, holy fucking shit, Gaga. Like, this shit is dark as hell. And I fucking love that dichotomy, because you have, like, you have, like, the really, I don't know. Like, it's like that, you have the duality going on there, where it's like, it doesn't sound dark, but the lyrics are dark. And 1,000 Doves is one of the darkest songs. Like, I mean, I think Replay's a dark song. Fun Tonight's a dark song. Like, there's a lot of dark songs on it, but 1,000 Doves was there, and she's also talking about her trauma, and I wanted to kind of showcase that in my performance. So I did it. I filmed it. I workshopped it there, and then I took the feedback from that show, and then like that fall, I actually refilmed it, and I put it into the show. I put it into that show, the Kennedy Center Collegiate Theater Festival, and I fucking won it. So 1,000 Doves and Chromatica is always going to have a special place in my heart, because I think I have the most titles as a drag performer from this song. I mean, and from this album. So fucking Chromatica is like, ugh. It's so good. I mean, in the one where she just replayed, like, the monsters inside me are on replay. Like, she's talking about her trauma. 911 is about taking an antipsychotic. Like, It's really, but it's so beautiful how she's like talking about like the horrors and the brutality of mental illness, but yet she went very like hyper pop with it. Like that's fucking like, that's high art. That's high pop art. That's high like pop artistry. I fucking love it. Like Chromatica is just so fucking good. It just, for start to finish, like it you want to dance to it, and that's what I love about it. So, all right, so let's get into the actual, like, I'll theatrically break down, like, the stage design, the costumes, and all of it, because I literally, like, and I'm going to make it funny, but I'm just saying, like, this brings out, like, the theater scholar in me and brings out the more analytical side, the more scholarly side of me, so, I don't know, I'll make it funny, though, so, you know, keep listening. So, the Chromatica Ball, the stage, it's so brutalist. It looks like something out of, like, I don't know, like 1930s Germany. It's very like brutalist, Soviet, like oppressive, painful, just like intense, overbearing, foreboding, like just, boom. And then she just like, I don't know. And it's just, so she comes out and she has all these visuals and she's kind of like this like alien like creature who's been traumatized and she's like landing into Earth. And you kind of see that, and then she comes out, and then you get into, like, the fucking set list. So she comes out, and then she fucking does, like, Bad Romance, Just Dance, Poker Face, to kind of be like, oh, hey, you know me, I'm Gaga. Like, I've arrived. Like, I'm the alien. And you kind of see that, and all of her fucking costumes, I mean, they're all on brand. They're all high fashion, high drag, but they're fabulous, they're intense, and they fit that, like, brutalist architecture, because Gaga said, like, for the Chromatica Ball, she really wanted to look inward and really theatrically showcase and artistically display her pain and her trauma, and kind of like how she went through that to heal, and the brutality in that, and the intensity, and like the pain of it all. And it's all there. And so her costumes kind of reflect that, because she's in like a very rigid like thing, and she's dancing, but she's like an alien landing, and then she's like emerging. And I will say she's not dancing as much, but I do get it because she does have fibromyalgia and has issues with her joints, so she can't really dance like she used to, which I'll get into a little bit at the end. But, like, you know, it's all good. And all the fashion, I mean, there was one, the cover art of this episode is a picture I took during during Act 1, because after she does that, she goes away and she comes back and she's in this, like, latex dress. And it looks like she, like, cut herself and she's, like, bleeding, so there's all this, like, blood that looks underneath of it, and she's like spiked, and she's on like an alien operating table, and she does Alice, and I just signed up a picture because Alice is one of my favorite songs, and it's just like, you know, and I can actually do that choreography because it's not that hard, but she's like serving it, and then it goes into like fucking replay, and then she got the visuals of like falling down a skyscraper, and then she got like, what else? Then she goes into fucking Monster from the Fame Monster. Monster and Dance in the Dark are two of my, like, they're another B-side bangers. Monster's a fucking amazing show, an amazing song, and Gaga will bring that shit out of it. Like, it's so fucking good. It like, I love it. I'm like queening out. I'm fucking sitting here queening out. It's like, it's amazing. And where was I? And also the costuming and like the stage design. She's harping back to Mother Monster. She's harping back to the Born This Way ball and the Monster ball. And that's what I fucking love about it, because diehard little monsters fell in love with Gaga during that time 10 years ago. And it's back. Like, she is serving Mother Monster, because during the video for Stupid Love and the video for Rain on Me, she is very much serving like cyberpunk, like gay punk, like, you know, there's a lot of pink, a lot of stuff like that. Still serving like high Gaga, high drag art, but there's also that punk stuff. And Mother Monster was there, but then for the actual Chromatica Ball, she went back to Mother Monster. I mean, there was another look she did, the black look with like the pointed shoulder pads. That kind of harpens back to the Born This Way ball, because she did a look very similar to it at the end of the Born This Way ball, the one where she actually broke her hip during Shkeeb, and that kind of like authoritarian dictatorship, like future 1930s, like dictator Gaga, like that type of stuff. So she has that in there. And then that's Act 2, and it's just, oh my God, I'm like fucking queening out. There definitely was a lot of Alexander McQueen. I fucking love it. The set list, I mean, she did all the bangers from Chromatica, and then she did all the bangers from okay, so she definitely started she got the hits out of the way, which I was happy about because again, I don't really like that. But Just Dance, I mean, I'll dance to it. I like it, not my fave. Bad Romance, same thing. Stupid Love, not my fave. Her most biggest singles are not my fave. Like, again, so she kind of got that out of the way, and then she's like, all right, we're the diehard little monsters. I'm serving them a fucking show, which, yes, Gaga, please do. It's amazing. So then she goes into it, and then so then Act 2 goes on, and she has like Telephone, she does 911, she does Sour Candy, which I fucking love Sour Candy. And then she kind of keeps going on, and then she kind of comes out onto the crowd during Babylon and goes to like the center piano stage, and she does stuff there, and then she's in like this like, I don't know, it's like a pink and purple like bug latex outfit with like a weird like sunglass headpiece, so she looks like a praying mantis, which I fucking love. Like the Alien, like the fucking Alien theatrics and the Alien themes of her costuming and shit is just next level. It's so fucking next level. I love it. It's like amazing. It's just like, I don't even know. Yeah, it's just, why are these fucking dogs barking? Okay, that's my sister's dog. That was Debo. He's a fucking diva. So, of course, he's such a damn, do you hear him? Shut up. He's such a diva. Like, he's a 5-pound teacup chihuahua, and he's like, he thinks he's a pit bull, and he's also like a goddamn diva. Like, I have respect for it, but still, it's like, shut the fuck up. I'm performing, darling. Okay, so where were we? So then she goes in, she's on like the sidebar, and then she does the piano stuff, and she does like Shallow, and she does she does Born This Way, and then she like goes back to the stage, or goes back to the main stage. And she just fucking, like, it's so, I don't know, I love it. So during the film, I did notice that there was a few cameos. So Blood Pop was in the audience, and I actually had, one of my good friends, Dylan, was actually at this showing in LA. So he was actually there, but they kept showing Little Monsters. One of the Little Monsters was fucking Willem Belli, the drag performer, and Willem Belli is probably my number one RuPaul Drag Race girl and my number one favorite drag queen. She's born and raised in Philly, now lives in LA. I have so much respect for Willem. Willem is, I fucking love that queen. Like, she is one of my favorite drag queens, and someone who very much inspires me to see Willem in the audience, and they cut to her, and like it's one of the more beginning ones where they show the fans. I love it, and I love all the fan shots because you can tell like the WeHo and LA gays were out to play. They were there, they were dressing up, they were looking all little monstery, glittery, just like serving it. I love, that's the thing about Lady Gaga is like, she knows that she's a gay icon. She knows that she's doing it for her gays. She's doing it for all of that. And it's just, I could go on for days. Like, it just, Gaga, I love you, Gaga. Mother monster. So then like at the very end of it, which she comes out and she's in like a leather jacket and like fishnets and stuff. So it's back to Mother Monster, and then she has a claw hand, and she does like Rain on Me, and she sings Ariana Grande's part, which I fucking love too. But also at the very end of the film, which I fucking love, she was doing more of like Michael Jackson style performing. I was getting Michael Jackson vibes, and she was doing kind of her dance. At the very end, she goes back and does a move, and then it says LG7, Gaga returns. And I was like, oh my God, we're getting a new Gaga album this year. I know we are. I've heard rumors about that. I know she's in the new Joker movie, which I fucking can't wait, because Gaga as an actress is one of my faves. And the Joker, like, she's going to be so good as Harley Quinn, I'm telling you. But the fact that she teased that, oh my God, I fucking love it. I fucking, like, made me queen out. So, wrapping up, what I didn't like about it is, like, it's not so much what I didn't like, it's more of lean out moments. So in theater, when you're critiquing theater, you have lean in moments. What made you be more engaged with the theater? What kind of made you be less engaged? So what made you lean out of it? Lean out. Gaga kept saying, put your paws up, put your hands up, let's go. Put your paws up, put your hands up. And I like, it got really repetitive, and that was something I clocked. And then that kind of annoyed me. What else did she do? So her dancing, I mean, I'm used to Gaga being like dancing, practically working out on stage. Like, I know I talked about Kim Petras before being a lazy and sloppy ass performer. Gaga's the opposite. You know, she really is. And Gaga, like, really, like, she does her choreography doesn't look hard, but it is hard to learn, and it's very intricate, and it's like, I could tell that she definitely, like, when they were producing the show, she was like, okay, we're not going to, like, go full into that, because not go full into the dancing because it is so painful for her. But so that was very toned down. I wish it had more dancing, but she still killed dancing. I mean, she still had some dance numbers and really gave it. And you could tell she was having fun. She was having a lot of fun. But yeah, other than that, I mean, go watch the Chromatica Ball art film. It's fucking amazing. It is great. I love it. I love it. And with that, guys, I'm going to go. I got some good guests coming up the next few weeks. Make sure you check me out on social media. And with that, I'm beaming back up to the UFO. Peace out.